I'll be calling you a radical, so this is important. Tim Martin and I have been working together on this. So, germ theory, atom theory, the Broad Street Well, 1812, cholera, bubonic plague, whooping cough, polio, measles, COVID-19, the FUKTONIUM flu. Now, stay with me. This is important stuff. So, this is something that everybody should be all over. The mink, the mink, the mink. COVID's showing up in all the mink. Now, we know the exploitation of brown, hungry people from the South here. The exploitation of the Mexican labor force. We have huge mink farms all over here in Utah. Plumb full of mink. My friend Larry, who owns one of them, died this fall. This spring. Big trumper. So they're not going to report what he died. One. The other one died. Big trumper. Mitch's son, who I'm really good friends with, about 4 or 5 years ago, he got some incredible illness. I don't know how it didn't kill him. I saw him in the hospital. I mean, it went off for months. They never did figure it out. So, in British Columbia, now the mink major outbreak. In Denmark. It's not a Mexican labor force in Denmark. This labor force in Denmark, in Morgan, Utah, in British Columbia, Canada, in Winnipeg. I believe they have them. We have outbreaks in the major mink of coronavirus in all of them. Major. I'm not talking little. I mean gigantic. First they're saying it was, the labor force. No, is it the labor force coming to the... No, it's the mink. Now stay with me. This is, again, more Kevin Blanch's theory that COVID-19 is a mutation from the Fukushima disaster. I mean, if you're farming little furry creatures to wear on your body for warmth, you got some bad fucking karma on you. Oh, do they just shave them like a sheep? No, they fucking kill them. They're native here, but it's a disgusting industry. Really disgusting. So, it's the feed. That's the only logical answer. What do they feed them? Ground up wells from the ocean. Now, mink, they're native here. They eat fish. They eat native trout here. They have to have the fish oil that makes their coats nice and shiny. They feed them ground up dead wells from the oceans. We know tide pools collapse. Kevin Blanch's work. Salmon collapse. 2015, all the sea lions coming, look skinny, starved to death. 40% testing for AML leukemia. The wells. This is no doubt in my wet market. China. Don't say Fukushima. Whatever you do. The herd of elephants. The pot of dead wells in the fucking room. Nobody's going to talk about it. More on Trump. 4 years, never fucking mentioned. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he knows about it because I asked him. Point blank. We asked him twice. Donald J. Trump in 2015. 2014. What about the Fukushima disaster? You're thinking about running for president, right? Well, if you get in a car wreck, you don't stop driving. Kevin Blanch to Donald J. Trump. You do if it kills you. Kevin Blanch to Donald J. Trump in 2016, Salt Lake City, Utah. You're going to talk about the Fukushima meltdowns. You're going to cover it up like Biden and Obama. Yep. Did he? So, again, this is good science. What I do is science. I don't opinionate shit. First, it took me 1.5 years to convince anybody these were one meltdowns. The cover up of the meltdowns. And the populace, the sheep, are too weak to fucking... Doesn't really matter. The fucking sheep are the sheep. They fucking completely lock, stock, barrel in the United States of usury. Completely fucking threw away their health. Fucking anything for the ecology, the animals. The butterflies have crashed now to a couple thousand. Well, they murdered him. Found him down in the bottom of the Gomez. They murdered him, threw him in the wishing well. The United States is so sick. This is the sickest group of humans who ever... 100% lock, stock, barrel. They have completely thrown in the towel on anything environmental, anything ecology, They don't give a fuck as long as they can click, get a fucking Amazon pay. All for fucking consume, obey, consume, obey. Consumption, consumption, consumption. You know, as long as I got some money to consume, fuck the ecology, fuck it all. 100%. 1980, John Lennon blown away. What else do I have to say 40 years ago? We consume 12% of the world's product. The United States consuming 46%. Consumption junkies. So this is a big deal. I like how they take, credit for germ theory, in England. I feel like Semmelweis in Vienna. Remember? Mother, savior of mothers. Wash your hands. He was a doctor. He proved it. That's blasphemy. There isn't little invisible germs flying through the air. There's no jet stream. He proved it. He made his doctors wash his hands at his hospital. He increased the survival rate of women by freaking unbelievable numbers. They thought he was, they still wouldn't believe him. They put him in a rubber room and beat him to fucking death. Actually, germ theory, atom theory, Vienna, it goes back even, 100 years earlier than that in Italy. There's no way this major outbreak of coronavirus in the Mink, in Denmark, something rotten in the New Denmark, in Utah, in British Columbia, they're mutually exclusive of each other. These workers sure haven't, they don't use exploited Mexican labor in Denmark. So what's the answer? It has to be a link. Has to be a link. It's their feed. That's what they feed them. They feed them ground up dead fucking wells. Oh yeah, that's what they feed. They have to have the So stay tuned. I'll do more on this, but again, Kevin Blanch's theory. First shot hypothesized, then 10 years of field work. They're going to release an energy in the Pacific Ocean. It's going to release an heat source. It's going to cause a bubble over the western United States. It's going to collapse the whole fucking Pacific Ocean first. It's going to take out the tide pools. It's going to collapse everything. Well, do I have to repeat it again? The salmon, all of it. My work is, it's not hypothesized. It's not, I proved it. I proved it. As far as Fukushima collapsing the ocean, this my salmon work is smoking gun. The tide pool work, none of it's circumstantial at this point. All my work is concrete, solid. Now, COVID coming from the Fukushima disaster, I'm still working at it, but this is a big piece. Sure, what else could it be? What else could it possibly be? These are major, gigantic outbreaks where they're having to kill all of them. Oh, they're killing the poor little mink. What the fuck do you think they do in mink farms? They raise them and shave them like a sheep. They raise them and kill the little fucking... remember when they were throwing blood on women, wearing them all over? What happened to that? These insane fucking Congress turned... There's actually laws that call those people... Where's all the PETA people? They're in prison doing long... you think about that. Who's the fucking terrorist? Fucking raising little furry creatures. Wow. That's it. There's no doubt in my... this is such empirical evidence. This is so... I said. I hypothesized all this. The Mighty Blue Lady, she's going to fight back. She's going to fight back. She's going to come after the people. The salmon collapse. All predicted. The fires. All of it. All of the heat bubble of the Western United States. Nuclear meltdowns. Oh, they're hot. Oh, and scientists are mystified. They're baffled. They're puzzled. They're stumped. They're perplexed. They're bewildered. That's because it's new. And they're lazy, worthless fucks that all ought to be fucking rounded up and fucking, at least tried for treason, for fucking derelict of duty. Obama, Trump, what a couple fucking dumb globalists, fucking happy fucking nuclear puppets on a leash. It's what it's got to be. The herd of elephant in the fucking room. It's the pot of dead fucking wells in the parlor. That's what it is. More proof of Kevin Blanch's work. The Semmelweis of our time. Stand tuned.